Now, starting the test drive in this Denali Ultimate here, this thing has some pull. The 5.3 is pretty good power, but that 6.2 just has the torque to really make this thing get up. And I really like having the 6.2, especially just how this one is equipped. The exhaust sounds good, the engine sounds good. You just get a nice beefy, muscular sound as you're driving this thing down the road. And keep in mind, I'm not even in sport mode, I'm just in a regular drive mode. I have it in sport now. So it just runs a little hotter, shifts a little later than it would normally. It's not necessarily worried about fuel economy. But I'm gonna give it a little pull here, getting on the interstate. Not gonna floor it by any means, but I'll give it something just so we can hear what that sounds like. All right, here we go. So a great sound, absolutely great sound. So I'll try to demonstrate the Super Cruise here. Put the adaptive cruise on, and then we'll get that indicator. And then we have the Super Cruise enabled now, so we're getting the hands-free driving, the adaptive cruise, and all of that. And it you know, it does pretty well for the most part. I don't know if it can see me or not. Might be because I have this thing on my head, but pretty good driver assist system. Now the ride quality here is sensational. Rides very well, especially for a full-size truck, which a lot of full-size trucks, just because of the wheelbase and all of that, they ride pretty well anyway, but this is very nice, just how the suspension is tuned and all of that. Now, in terms of what you get for the money here, it's a pretty high dollar truck. It's an 89 sticker. I do think you get everything you could want though. I mean, you have massaging seats, heated cooled seats, a heads-up display, the Super Cruise system, which is incredible in my opinion. Now, the only thing that's really missing is the roof. Everybody else pretty much has a panoramic moon roof in their full-size trucks. I expect to see a panoramic roof here in the next few years, but we'll see. Ford's had one for a minute, and Ram, since they redid theirs, I think in 19, they've had that option. But not really a big issue for me, because I don't really use my sunroof that often anyway, especially in Tennessee here where it gets pretty hot. You don't want the sun making it any worse in terms of how your vehicle's temperature is once you get in it. But everything else I feel like is at least on par with the competition. You have the bigger 6.2 V8. You're not getting these turbos, you know, twin turbo Hurricane engines, or the twin turbo V6 in the EcoBoosted V6, I should say, in the F-150. And even though those feel quicker because they're twin turbocharged, there's just something about this Ultimate. Like the 6.2 just roars. You feel like, I mean, you basically have a Camaro engine in it, putting out 420 horsepower. It's just, it's really nice, and you get a nice growl, a nice roar, I should say, when you're putting your foot into it. But I want to give one more thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. You can check them out at Chevrolet Buick GMC Murfreesboro.com. And if you're not close or don't want to travel that far, you want to find a vehicle in your area, make sure you're paying the best price for that by clicking that second link down below. It takes a minute to fill out that info, and I'll get the deals in your area fighting to get you the best price possible on one of these trucks or anything else you might be looking for. But a very impressive truck, I think. Can't wait to review the EV version to see if I actually like that better than this. And I feel like one of the reasons that GM is still making the gas-powered ones is because they have so many electric vehicles available. But this one still holds a special place in my heart. The Ultimate, having that 6.2, having everything loaded out, power running boards, a sunroof, heated cooled seats, massage function. And still a Mac Daddy truck, I think, if you're wanting something that is pretty capable, but is extremely nice. And with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali Ultimate.